and welcome to my Stitch Saturday edition. In this type of tutorial we'll be learning new crochet stitches, and hopefully I'll be able to show you new and interesting stitches every Saturday. So today we are going to be starting with a modified open ridge stitch. So without further ado, let's get right into it. This stitch is worked over multiple of even number of stitches. So normally we would start with the chain. However, I don't like to work into chain stitches too much. So today I'm going to be starting with a foundation single crochet. And foundation single crochet, that's in US or American terms. So we will start with the slip knot. Place the loop on the hook. For this tutorial I'm using drops muscat, which is 100% cotton yarn with 4mm crochet hook. It's DK weight yarn. So I'm going to chain 2 and then go into the second chain from the hook, which was the first chain we created. I'm going to go in, yarn over, pull up a loop. And a foundation single crochet is a way how to crochet the chain and the single crochet at the same time. So we will yarn over and pull through one loop. This is the chain, and yarn over, pull through both loops, and that's the single crochet. Now this counts as the first foundation single crochet. We then turn our work slightly, and you can see the loop consisting of two sides of yarn on the top. So we will go with our hook under both of these. And again we will yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through one loop, yarn over, pull through both, and that's our second foundation single crochet. And we will repeat this for an even number of stitches. So that's my third, fourth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. I think 8 will be enough. Okay, so we have our mini foundation single crochet chain, and we will turn our work and chain 1. For the whole of this stitch pattern, the turning chain 1 or 2 will count as the first stitch. So this counts as our first stitch. And now I'm going to single crochet into the second chain or the second stitch from the hook, and all the way along. Seven and 8. Okay, so this is row number 1. We then turn our work and chain 2. 1 and 2. This again will count as our first stitch. And we will be working into the chain 2 in the row about this. So if you are not sure about your chains, you can always use a stitch marker to mark the top of your chain 2, just to make sure you don't skip the last stitch and reduce your number of stitches row by row. Okay, so there's no shame in it. You can always pop in a stitch marker into the turning chain there. So now we start the stitch pattern for row 2, which is we will skip the next stitch and work a double crochet into the following stitch. So we yarn over, insert the hook from front to back into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. We've got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and then we will do again a double crochet stitch, but we will work around the post of the double crochet stitch that is already there. So we yarn over, insert the hook behind the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and we repeat this all the way along to the end of the row, to the last stitch. So again, we skip one stitch, work double crochet into the next one, and then we work 1 double crochet around the last double crochet that we just made. Okay, and again, skip 1 stitch, work double crochet into the next one, and work 1 double crochet behind the double crochet we just made. Now we're getting to the turning chain 1 from the row below, and we will work a double crochet into this one. Like so, and then we turn our work. So that was row 2, and row 3 is we will chain 1 and work single crochet into each stitch, and this will be worked into the back loop. Okay, so when you are looking at your work, this is your front loop from the top, this is your front loop and your back loop. So we will work only into the back loop. Again, if you are not sure about your turning chain, you can always put a stitch marker into it. We are getting to the last stitch, like so. We then turn our work, and we will be repeating row number 2 and 3. So row number 2 is chain 2, skip the next stitch, work double crochet into the following stitch, and then double crochet around the double crochet we just made. Then again, skip next, work double crochet into this, and double crochet around the post of the double crochet that we just made. Again, skip 1, double crochet, double crochet around the stitch we just made, and double crochet into the turning chain 1. So that was repetition of row number 2, and then row number 3, which is chain 1, and work single crochet into the back loop of the double crochet stitches in the row below. And that's it. This is the stitch pattern for modified open ridge stitch. Just to recap what we've just done, it is a stitch pattern that is worked over 2 rows and even number of stitches. So in row number 2 we'll work double crochet stitches into every other stitch, and then around double crochet stitches around the post stitches. And then row number 3 is single crochet stitch into the back loop of the stitches in the row below, and you will repeat the row number 2 and 3 for your desired length. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you would use this stitch for, whether you've used it before in its original form or the modified form. If you have a friends who like crochet, please consider sharing this with them. Like, give me a thumbs up or subscribe, and I will see you in the next crochet or Tunisian crochet tutorial. Bye bye.